Think about your typical school day. You wake up at the same time, you sit in rows. You wait for a bell to tell you when to eat, when to move, and when you're allowed to speak. Does that sound like a place for higher learning to you? Or does it sound like a factory? Most of us spend 16 years, the most creative years of our lives, inside a system that hasn't changed its basic operating system since the 1800s. We are taught to memorize facts that a $5 calculator or a free AI can solve in seconds. The unfiltered reality is this: school isn't teaching you how to think. It's teaching you how to obey. And in a world that is changing faster than ever, that's exactly how you become obsolete. To understand why you feel stuck in class, you have to look at history. The modern school system was built during the Industrial Revolution. Back then, the world didn't need millions of entrepreneurs or creative geniuses. It needed factory workers. People who could sit still for 8 hours, follow instructions without questioning them, and perform repetitive tasks. Fast forward to 2026. We are in the age of AI, space travel, and global digital economies. Yet we are still using a 19th century map to navigate a 21st century world. We measure intelligence by how well you can repeat what a textbook said. But here's the problem. When you spend 16 years being told what to think, you lose the ability to think for yourself. That is how the system makes you dumber. It kills your curiosity. Let's talk about the unfiltered math. Globally, student debt is at an all-time high. In many countries, a university degree is no longer a golden ticket. It's just an expensive entry fee to a job market that is shrinking. If your education is just information, you are competing with AI and you will lose. The skills the world actually needs right now, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving, and high-level negotiation, are almost never taught in a classroom. Why? Because you can't put empathy or grit on a multiple-choice Scantron sheet. I'm not saying drop out.